Welcome back to the channel, and today we got some new knives, new gear to share with y'all. First, I reviewed this Kershaw Iridium back on the channel a while back, and I still love the knife. I recommend this one an awful lot because there's a lot of people that aren't really into knives that are familiar with the Kershaw brand. So whenever they ask me, hey, what Kershaw should I get? I tell them this is a good one, you know, as long as they take care of the blade because it is D2. Even though I haven't had any problems with corrosion here in the South, because they got a pretty high satin finish on it. But smooth knife, aluminum scales, nice and contoured, and their D2 has held up very, very well. And recently, when I was on Amazon, I saw this other version that I wanted to try out because of this knife. And this is the Kershaw Heist. It's similar to the Iridium. So this one has GFN handle scales that have a good bit of texture from this stippling they have there, reversible deep carry pocket clip. This one's on phosphor bronze washers. This one's on ball bearings, and it has nice action. You got somewhat of that same style of drop point blade. The Iridium has a little bit bigger of a blade, but I'll tell you what, this one's lightweight, comfortable. It's pretty smooth out of box, solid lockup. Inset stainless steel liners, and this is like a $40-something knife. And I guess why it's so shocking to me is because I've been in the knife community for a long time, way before D2 had become commonplace, where 8CR was commonplace, and AUS 8 and 440C, which those aren't terrible steels or anything, but to know that we can get a knife with D2 for under 40-50 bucks is pretty darn amazing nowadays. I know people get tired of seeing it, but it's a good performer. I haven't had much issues with it like I have in the past. I did have a few batches of D2 where it was real chippy, but I haven't really had any problems with that in a long time. So I think this is a really solid choice, and after I do some testing with it, possibly be a new one that I'd recommend to somebody looking for a nice Kershaw to buy. All right, we got a new CJRB. It's a new Hectare. It's got Peel Ply G10, and I'm pretty sure this is their first crossbar lock. If I'm wrong, correct me in the comments. Reversible deep carry pocket clip, inset stainless steel liners, beautiful action out of the box. Pretty close to a spear point, but we call it a drop point. In their AR RPM 9 stainless steel, ridiculously sharp like always. It's not really a forward finger choil, it's more of an oversized sharpening choil. Good action. Is riding on bearings, and I mean, boy, everybody's trying to ride the bug out wave because it's very similar to the bug out and very similar to the Volsteed Raccoon. But you know, I'm not saying they're copying anything because that is a very generic blade profile. That's why, you know, the bug out is so popular, because that's such a versatile blade shape. And then, you know, people looking for an ultra lightweight, slender carry, bug out is an awesome choice, especially if you're looking for USA made. And if you don't mind the USA made, the Raccoon crossbar lock is my favorite, but they also have it in this button lock with these Raffir Noble scales. But there's a reason why you see all these companies producing a knife somewhat like this. This is the QSP Canary Folder. You know, very similar because they are just great everyday carry knives. That blade shape is going to be able to handle just about anything that you throw at it. It's going to perform well, you know, depending on the geometry and all that good stuff. But as long as everything's good on the knife, it's going to be an excellent knife to use for pretty much any task you do on a day-to-day basis, as long as it's not hard use stuff. These are EDC knives, not hard use knives. But what do you think about the new Hectare from CJRB? I'm sure I'm butchering that, and I don't know if that's Spanish or what. But I think it's a cool folder. Price is right. I think this is like 50 bucks, maybe under 50 bucks. I think it's a winner. It's very lightweight because they got some heavy skeletonization on those stainless steel liners in there. This right here is the Spyderco Microjimbo. This is a DLT exclusive with 20CV and the tan G10. Well, I checked out this little guy at Blade Show. This is the Microjimbo, and talk about a cool little folder. I couldn't really remember much about it because I saw it quickly at the end of Blade Show last year, and been wanting one ever since. You got that full flat grind instead of the Saber hollow grind on the regular version. This one is going to be a lot easier to carry for more people because it's, I think, under 3 inches. You got the compression lock that's smooth out of the box. Very snappy. And I love that they went with the wire pocket clip on this rather than the spoon clip that they go with on the regular Jimbo. Did anybody else pick one of these up? I got this one from Indiana Knives. That's another excellent knife retailer to deal with. They got they always get my packages out to me very quickly. And I don't know if this was a promotion or just something they sent along with it, but it came with the little native wooden knife kit. That's super cool. It has a spring and everything in it. I'll do this with one of my grandkids or my daughter, see which one of them wants to actually build this with me. So what do y'all think about the Microjimbo? I think it's a cool little one. And we have 2 fixed blades. We'll go with the budget. This is another Flissa. I'd been eyeballing this one. It kind of reminds me of the Benchmade. Like there's a Benchmade kind of like this. It's got the, I don't know if that's leather or not, but it's pretty decent quality. It feels pretty strong. You got a snap closure. And this is like a $30-something knife, I think, maybe cheaper than that. So it's a Bushcraft style knife with a Scandi that has a micro bevel on it. D2 steel. I already started beating on this. We made a fire for our little chimney outside last Saturday, and I was doing feather sticks and stuff with this. And I was actually pretty surprised. You can get it with these paper micarta scales with the black liners that offer some good grip. I think they have G10 and they also have wood. It's actually pretty darn comfortable. Came ridiculously sharp, and this is going to be part of that little fixed blade series that I'm putting together for super budget fixed blades, if they're good or they're not, from Amazon. Probably this is one of the best values I've seen in a while, coming from Joker Knives. And to start with, the sheath is just very high quality leather sheath. Very nice. Comes with a nice dangler on it that is removable. You can see it's got the little spring thing on it. And then the fixed blade. This really blew me away. So this is the Joker Campero. I'd seen a few channels that I watch when it comes to fixed blade content rave about this knife, so I had to check it out for myself. You have a clip point, full flat ground, 14C 28M blade, nice sharpening choil, and then this micarta handle. Look at that thickness. It feels so good in hand. It's got a little black liner in there just to give it a little contrast. And this thing with the upgraded sheath was only 93 bucks. I will have links to everything that is available down in the description. So if you are interested in any of this stuff, you can use my links if you want to help support what I do here on this channel. I'll give you a quick size reference to the Campero. Here's the Civivi Tamashi, I think it is. So it's about the same exact length as Tamashi. I mean, it looks like it. And then we have a Ontario Rat 3. So as you can see, it's bigger than the Rat 3. And it's about the same size as Tamashi. I think it's like an 8 and something inch knife. It's a good camp knife, belt knife, bushcraft, whatever you want to use it for. Yeah, nice fitment on that sheath. Another one coming from Data Crew. This is their What a Slider Junior. I picked up the regular full-size What a Slider. They're about the same. Yeah, I think they're the same width, but it's the thickness. This is a really thick pouch. You're not carrying this one in your pocket. This one would stay in a backpack. They have the Velcro spot up here on the front, just like this one. YKK zippers, reversible zippers to keep the dust and water out. You have a front zipper pocket. It has that X-Pack material. That super strong stuff right there. Made in the USA. Very high quality pouches. I don't know if these were still in stock or not. They do patches of them. Love the setup on this one. You got a big pocket here, big pocket here. You got 2 elastic pockets right here, and then you have another small pocket right here with some more Velcro if you want to put something there, patch or something. Yeah, I want to see, I'm planning another micro EDC pouch video. If that's something y'all want to see, y'all let me know that down in the comments. So this is coming from Chiseled Design, I think off of Etsy, and this is their distinct 30 plus tools in one. And here's the tool. It comes with all the bits. It's got a metal frame, and it locks all in like a credit card. I bought this to fit inside of like a pouch like this. Comes with these bits, I think 10 altogether, and you can swap them out. I'm going to put my Weehaw bits in it. They do fit. But you got this silicone band right here covering the things right here that you don't want to poke and prod you or hit any of your stuff. You unscrew this right here. Very smooth threading there. These bands have these little notches on both sides that hold it in this spot. Pull it out. You got some tools up here. If you want to pause and read to see what all these tools are, you can. That's all the tools. Now that I unscrewed that piece right here, that holds this piece in here. And you can pull it out. You have a driver with a very strong magnet. It's very hard to pull this out. And you can get some torque there. And then once you remove that, all your bits in here, they're not going to fall out because there's a magnet right here. You just pop them out, use it, and then as you can see there, then you can just slide them back in. And I'm using it for bit storage, and you know, now it'll also have a driver. Then you have like your little wrench size here, cap lifter, and other stuff. Like I said, just pause and read that section I was talking about earlier. But I thought it was a cool little product. The fitment on this is nice and tight. Once it's in there, this doesn't come out. And then if you look, it's got these little ledges on the silicone band on both sides. I don't know if you can see that or not. And one of them hooks underneath here and one of them hooks underneath here to cover this up so you don't have these pokey things sticking out. You push that down and then it hooks into those little spots. And then as you can see, the locking portion is open. And then you screw this back down and it's not going to come open on you. It probably wouldn't come open on you even if this screw wasn't in there, but just to make sure it doesn't, you put that screw in there. So it is a little weighty because this is all steel and you have, you know, a lot of metal there. So that is everything for you today. Let me know what you think about this. Let me know what you'd like to see a review on first. Out of these two, really, I'm not sure about this one yet. I'm going to probably do my own little testing. And if y'all want to see a review on it, I can. And if y'all want to see my micro EDC pouch loadout and my favorite pouches, y'all let me know that down in the description as well. And also the fixed blades. Also want to say my daughter picked out the people who will be receiving care packages that I had asked about right before Christmas. And if you did not get an email, I'm sorry. I did not have enough money and enough stuff to send to everyone that sent emails to me. There was way too many. But I let my daughter pick. I think she picked 5 or 6 different people to send care packages to. And I got to thank y'all, because if it wasn't for y'all support on this channel, I wouldn't be able to do these type of things. So thank y'all. And hopefully we can do more things like that in the near future. And maybe the other people that didn't get chose this time, maybe I'll send something to them the next go round. All right, guys and girls, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, please leave those down below. I hope everybody's having an absolute amazing day. I will see y'all on the next one. Peace.